All right, everybody, welcome to HRH TV. I'm still Gino D, and this is Autograph. Well,
Hello.
I was going to say 2/3 of it.
Yeah, 2/3 of it.
He'll be back from the bathroom.
3/4 of it.
3/4 of it. Yeah. Well, so we can't do the Meatloaf song. Two out of three ain't bad. No. So, and at the end of the day, what should we talk about? The longevity of your career, Steve.
Let's see.
I was going to say, because it's going, what?
It started actually professionally in 1970.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't look a day over 20.
Well, yeah. Why do I feel it, though? But, it's spanned quite a number of years now. Yeah. Still going.
But the saga of Autograph. Because, let's be fair. When you guys first got together, it was another one of those bands, because I'm 53, so, I grew up down there and all the rest. But you guys were another one of those bands that came into it, and then the scene was gone, so to speak.
Well, we started in October of '83.
Yeah.
And basically, we didn't even have a name. Hey, there's Randy. Randy's going to show up. Hey, everybody, we have a special guest with us today.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's the bass player from Autograph. And
Randy
this is Randy.
Randy, thanks for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
Taking your time.
What's your name again?
I was going to say thanks, dude.
How you
Those
doing?
are good. All right.
He was skipping to the loo.
He was skipping to the loo.
Yes. And so anyway, in '83 we did start, and that was we were just four guys that got together and basically jammed on the weekends, and because we were all playing in other bands.
Yeah.
Randy was playing with Lita Ford at the time, and me and the keyboard player at the time were playing on a group called Holly Penfield on Dreamland Records, and Steve Plunkett, the singer, was playing in a group called Silver Condor in Columbia, and the drummer was playing in a group called the Coup on A&M Records. And so we just got together on the weekends and jammed, and then we ended up, Kenny, the drummer, was jogging with David Lee Roth every morning, and David asked him to hear something, and and so we were just doing a demo tape at the time with Andy Johns, Glenn Johns' brother, and we went in on a weekend and did the demo tape, and so Kenny played that for David Lee Roth, and David loved it. Asked us to tour on the 1984 tour with them, and we thought, well, we got a few months. We can go out for a few months at least, because we had our previous things done with the other groups that we were playing in. So we decided, we can do it. We just have to think of the name for the band, put together enough songs to do a set. And so we went out and did it, and so we picked out a name on the way, actually driving from L.A. to Jacksonville, Florida to play.
Whose bright idea was it?
It was basically all of us decided to do it together. Oh, you mean the name?
The name Autograph. Who came
the
up
name
with
Autograph? Well, we wrote down 10 names on 5 separate sheets of paper, and then we passed those around. We crossed out the ones that we didn't like from anybody else. And there was only a couple left, which was Red Cross and Autograph. And we went with Autograph temporarily because we kind of had a signature sound. We didn't sound quite like anybody else at the time. And so we thought, we'll use that. But then when we started playing, all of a sudden we started getting offers from record companies, and we thought, well, we're already kind of signed with these other people, but then we liked playing together, and it was a good friendship and everything, and so we ended up signing with RCA Records at Madison Square Gardens backstage. And then we had to quit our other bands, and then we toured with Van Halen for a few more months, and then we got pulled off the tour from RCA to go back and start the new record. Yeah.
So I was going to say, it's a bit of back then, that was a dream. It's like, oh, crap, David Lee Roth listens to this thing, and the next thing you know, you're on tour with him.
It's just amazing. It was, it was like a fairy tale,
The first gig was in front of what, 15,000?
18,000.
18,000.
Yeah, Jacksonville, Florida.
That was their very first gig ever.
Yeah.
It was fun.
But then again, you've also had the dubious effect of something of a kind of imploding on you rather quickly as well.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, and that's what I'm saying. I guess the advantage is that we've been around for a while, and we've been in the industry, and we know what the industry was like. But it's because nobody expected it. I don't think any of the bands of that era ever expected that within 3 years.
That Seattle would ruin it.
Yeah. I was just going to say, we won't talk about the Seahawks, but thanks, Seattle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm still a Seahawks fan because I grew up in Seattle and everything, but it was just.
But that grunge scene,
right? And what people don't understand is that grunge scene. That was just Seattle. They didn't just come up with that. That's why they always played up there. They stayed there was no 80s bands up there, except for
None.
Alice in Chains was a glam band before they became...
All of them
Alice
were
in
glam
Chains.
bands. Pantera was a black band.
Yeah,
Hard
right,
was.
that's
I was
true.
gonna say, yeah,
Well, I'm
Hard
just
is,
talking about Seattle
yeah,
bands,
but
you know.
the Seattle
but,
bands at that time, yeah.
yeah,
Guns
absolutely.
N' Roses, for God's sake.
Yeah, yeah,
Seattle?
that's right.
No, I'm saying all the bands. No, I'm trying to make the point is that all the bands that you think that came as a revolution against the glam, they were there.
They started out as,
against,
yeah.
not against, but they just moved on to a different thing
They
themselves.
they took off the eyeliner and the Aquanet,
Yeah.
and then they became a regular band, not a glam band, and that's
And
all.
they-
That's
and
all
then
the
they
change.
put a shirt with skulls.
Yeah, and they detuned their guitars a little bit,
Yeah,
and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
So that's all it takes nowadays.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, good. See, recipe easy.
So now I just gave you the whole reason or the whole necessary means to become a band. Now there it
Yeah.
is. That's all.
No, that was in the beginning of the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But that is.
Things
But
are
I was going to say, but that didn't deter you from not continuing.
Oh, I retired for 20
No, they
years.
you guys
I
just
did.
Yeah.
I retired. I said, I'm done with this crap.
Yeah. In
Did you-
December of
I
'89,
was gonna
actually,
say,
we were in
but
rehearsal.
did that mean that you physically stopped playing?
No, I play.
Yeah,
but I just didn't want bands anymore. I didn't want that crap anymore. I
Yeah.
didn't want record companies telling you what to do and then you fight them all the time and going on great tours and still you can't get your way with anything. It was tiring. Very
Yeah.
tiring.
And so Randy and I were actually at rehearsal in December of 1989,
Yep.
and I think I took off my guitar and I put it in the case and I just said, you know, guys, I'm not going to do this anymore. You know, it's time. Everything's changing. Let's call it a day.
And I said
And
the
Randy
same
put
thing.
his bass down at the same time and
said,
just said,
yep.
we're done. We're done. So,
Yeah.
but then Randy and I saw each other again at the NAMM show in Anaheim, California.
2011, right?
Yeah, 2011.
20 years
and,
later.
And yeah, 20. Yeah.
Yeah, 22 years later, yeah.
Right.
you know you don't really know what
say the math works.
Yeah.
you don't
He's a
know-
drummer.
I was gonna
He's a
say-
drummer. He thinks mathematics. So.
Yeah, you don't really know what you're going to be doing in 22 years.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No.
But we got together then, and we started tossing around the idea of possibly getting back together. And then 2 years later, it took fruition, and
Yep.
and then the drummer was unable to do it due to some back problems that he has, and then the original singer didn't want to do it because his voice, and he said that he's very busy with writing for TV and movies, which is great. It's working out very well for him, and so that's when. Larry Moran, who does the Monsters of Rock cruises, he mentioned Simon's name. Randy and I watched it on him on YouTube, and then, of course, at that point, we were looking for a drummer as well.
I watched their Turn Up the Radio video too, and I liked it.
Yeah, there you go.
Since you're
I was going to say that song that you never really, at the very beginning, you had I wouldn't say really a distaste, but you weren't actually convinced it was going to be a hit, were you?
No, we thought it was a
RCA
good
didn't.
title, but realistically, it just kind of started out as a joke. It's like I was up on stage and I was playing this riff. Randy got up and we started playing that
Feels
riff,
Like
just the octave thing.
And playing feels like
Yeah,
the first time.
G octaves, and we started playing a groove, and then the drummer got up. Next thing you know, everybody's up there. We're all tossing out lyric ideas like, let's turn up the radio, turn up the cassette machine.
Turn up the cassette
that was the
machine, yeah.
original title, turn up the cassette machine. Luckily, we changed it because nobody now knows what a cassette machine is, of course, But we changed it to turn up the radio. RCA was the one that did not want it to go on the album. They didn't think it was strong enough. And so we put it on anyway. We kind of did our own thing. We didn't really listen to RCA that much, or any record company for that matter. So we put it on, and then when it became a hit, they said it was their idea. You know how
I was
record
going to say. I was going to
yeah.
say. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah, yeah,
Exploitation
remember that?
thing,
Yeah, that's what
And
record
that
companies
came out
were, yeah.
like with a sticker on the record. It was our idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always their idea.
So, because you've had the overall changing experience of this industry as a whole, bringing new guys, after all that time, how do you find it now, this far down the line? Are you
Very
just
peaceful, very.
Yeah.
Talent in this band is unbelievable.
Yeah.
The creativeness is really coming out. Again,
Yeah.
after all these years, I did a solo album, and It's completely different from Autograph. You know, it was just called Network 23,
23,
Steve
yeah.
Lynch Network 23, and it was just a little sidestep to do something different. And then now we're writing with Simon and Mark and everybody, and we're actually recording at Mark's studio, and he's engineering.
I was going to say,
and
so
we
another
just
one is on.
Yes, we just finished a new album, and it's called "Get Off Your Ass." It's
I think this is a tip for future bands when we talk about new albums and they're in the final mixing stages and still haven't named the album. It does hurt promotion possibilities.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, we have an album.
Yeah. Album called "Get Off Your Ass," and of course, as everyone knows, it's a religious ballad album.
Yes.
Because it's called "Get Off Your Ass."
Church of rock and roll.
So right now we're just. I'll let Simon take it from here. We're just playing new
We're
songs.
just in a little bit of a transitional phase where we have the record finished, mastered, and everything, and we want to put it out properly. So there's some kind of a push. We put out an EP about a year ago.
Yeah.
It was called Louder.
Louder,
It
yeah.
is called Louder. Some of the songs of EP, actually all the songs of EP are included in this album, but this was like a progression of what happened, and we have it done. And so we're just letting people know that we have it done, but not necessarily in a hurry to release it, and it's not released yet. So, but it's coming. So, and that's in a certain way we're already promoting it.
Yeah.
Promoting.
Yes. Well,
by
I was going to
playing.
say, but we have to go back and be honest about it and say it's got to be done old school way. You got to get out there, have it done.
It will come out.
Yeah, it will come out. But I'm saying that you're going to have to shop it around. People are going to have to listen to it.
So with Louder,
Yeah.
with Louder, the VP,
The EP,
we just put it out ourselves, in the internet and with people in the media that we knew, and we just want to take this one to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the EP was basically to show that we are a new band,
Yeah.
with still the same strong choruses and lyrics and everything that the original Autograph had, but a new sound. We're tuned down a whole step now, and including the drums. He tunes his
Well, you
drums
guys
down
were
a whole step.
actually you guys were tuned down a half step, so we're tuned down a half step from
More, so we're
But
so we
but-
should be called lower, not louder.
This was not like really
Louder and lower.
This wasn't
But
like,
then you started going into doom realms.
No,
And the
no.
stoner realms, if you go in,
Yeah, no, but it's not like that. It's really because I have a little bit of a different voice than the original singer, which is a little deeper.
Yeah.
So my range, I have a certain range that sounds better in a certain key.
Yeah.
But
It sounds thicker
it ends
too.
up making the guitars sound a little bit heavier. But you can't really tell. I don't even know why we really say that, because you can't really tell. It wasn't planned out or anything. It's just basically the sound is just more guitar. There's no keyboards.
I was going to say that makes you happy then, doesn't it? If there's
Of
more
course,
guitar,
yes.
exactly.
Guitar?
More guitar.
More guitar, always more guitar.
cowbell,
I'm learning to
etc.
play right now. Actually,
You're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good.
You teaching him, Randy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Randy's
use
always
all-
taught.
you don't have to use all those strings this month.
Yeah. See, because Randy was originally a guitar player
Yeah.
and switched to bass. I was originally a bass player and switched to guitar.
Oh, hence the identity
So
crisis.
I'm teaching him bass and teaching me guitar. It's worked out beautifully.
And Mark was originally a violin player.
Yes, that's right.
Well,
And flute.
I was going to
Yes,
say,
but he got tired of
He
crying.
played the electric flute through the marsh.
That's always a good sound.
That would be a good sound. That would be a good sound.
Not sure about that.
With a Leslie.
Just took the flute and started banging on shit, and that worked out well.
All I can say, guys, it's great, Steve, to see you and Randy back on the stage. All this time. So this is going to be a highlight for me, because I said this bill was my record collection on the stage, so I get to see some of my favorite acts I haven't seen in over 20 years.
That's great.
And you guys are at the top of that list. So
And we are going to put up the hell of a show.
I was going to
Yes,
say,
indeed.
anything you want to say to your longtime fans out there?
Welcome back. And we're glad to see you and see you at tonight's show. And we look forward to playing here many more times. And
Yes, we do.
And have much more new music for you in the future.
Yep.
Cool. And on that note, I'm still Gino D, and this is Autograph. And we'll catch you later on down the road. Cheers.
Rock on.